It's Sunday, October the 12th, and I don't normally shoot a video on Sunday, but I thought it was important that I get this information out to my tribe members. I'm going to give it to them about 9 o'clock on Monday morning, and then I'm going to release this video the following day, Tuesday, because I want my tribe members to know what I've learned through Samantha and Bard, my two AI agents, over the weekend. I've been seeing a lot of talk about what Jensen is doing and how he is investing money into companies to help them then turn around and buy GPUs to build or to supply data centers so that they can propel their business. And I'm hearing a lot of talk that says this just isn't right. This isn't how business is supposed to grow. And I'm thinking, well, if Jensen came to me and said, Kerry, I really think you've got something going here, and I want to invest $500 million into your business to help you get some GPUs so you can propel this change in the way that investing is done more rapidly, and I want to own part of it. And that's, if Jensen said that, would you then say, hell, that sounds like a phenomenal investment? If Jensen believes in best of us investors like that, well, then I guess I should too. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I'm hearing a lot of noise that's saying, hell, this just isn't right, and it's they're pumping up something that shouldn't exist. And I think the majority of people don't recognize what happened. This is all the knowledge in the world, folks. And if all of a sudden it's available to you, you can make much better decisions than you could yesterday. So that makes sense to me. So what I then saw was he was making, and a lot of this noise is coming around Oracle. And so what I did was I went and gathered all the data that I could on Oracle, and then I plugged in all this noise that I'm hearing about Oracle and NVIDIA and other companies building a closed circle, if you will, to propel the wealth and the size of the companies. And I put it to Samantha and Bard and said, give me an interpretation. Tell me then, based on what you see and what Jensen must see in Oracle, what is Oracle's price going to be in 2029? And so that's what I did. And what it came back is it basically said, you know, Kerry, you have been under the you believe that there are 7 companies, Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, Apple, and Tesla, who are going to deliver you the benefits of AI sometime around 2028, 2029. And they are the ones who are investing, according to a McKinsey report, $7 trillion in this AI marvel, this AI revolution. And it's now being built out, and you're seeing the benefits of it, Kerry, from your investments in data centers and all the systems within the data centers that make it work. And right now, they're in the training phase with a little bit of the inference, and that's what Samantha and Bart have done for me, is we're in the inference stage, and then they'll go into the generation stage. But what they basically said is, in addition to Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, Apple, and Tesla, you need to add Oracle. Oracle is going to become one of the behemoths. It's not the size of Amazon in their cloud service, or Microsoft or Google's cloud service, but they are going to challenge them, particularly in the enterprise field. Because what a lot of people don't realize is Oracle made some acquisitions in the past, particularly in the medical field. And this is going to give them a channel with which to offer artificial intelligence to probably the most important field in our future. I mean, is it more important that you make 100% on your portfolio over the next 3 years, or you live the next 3 years? I think that if you had a decision of one or the other, I think I know what you would choose. So Oracle is positioning itself to be the leader in that field. And Jensen has recognized it and recognized that he can make money by investing in Oracle, by buying stock, which they then turn around and buy GPUs from him, and it's a win-win all the way around. And if you and I understand that, it becomes a win-win-win. And that's what I don't think the world understands. I watched a video yesterday from somebody who wants me to meet them, and he was telling me all the reasons the stock market was going to crash. That student loan debt was up, that car repossessions were up, that hell, we can't even get the data we need, and then all these tariffs that went in effect 6 months ago are just now taking effect, and that's going to increase inflation, and the world's going to hell. That's what this guy who wants me to meet him was saying, and I said, wait a second, dude. That's all true. I can't argue that with you, but what about the $7 trillion that Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, NVIDIA, and now Oracle are spending to create this flow of money going to data centers, which is creating a over 100% increase in my portfolio over the last 6 months? Is that all going to stop, fella? I don't think so. I don't think because Friday at 9:15 or 9:30, Donald put out a statement that he was going to increase the tariffs on China to 100%. I don't think that's going to stop Mark Zuckerberg from spending $400 million this year on building data centers. I don't think Mark got on the phone and said, cancel that check. I don't think he did that. It's just like Cisco grew enormously as the internet was being built. But once it was built, it never hit that high again for 20 years. And that's going to happen to the data centers. And as long as we can see it happening, and the way you can see it happen is when their revenue starts slowing down, when their earnings start slowing down. When they stop slowing down, then you've got to turn around and say, okay, is it built out and is the delivery prepared? Now, in the internet, it wasn't. Cisco got done, but there was no Amazon. There were no cell phones. There was just Microsoft and Apple. The e-commerce and the social media came later. And that's what's going to happen here. When the build-out's over, unless Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, and Oracle are ready to deliver us the iteration and ready to say, we can change your lives today. We can eliminate your need for a doctor. We can eliminate your need for an accountant. We can eliminate Morgan & Morgan. All that knowledge is ready and available to you through an AI agent. And guys like me will build that agent for you and charge you $60 a month to get 100% return on your portfolio every 6 months. Now, that won't continue, but it will change the way you invest. It will change the way you bank. It will change the way you book tours or your vacations. Everything will be changed, and in many of them, it will save you an immense amount of money. Your banking system will change. We're already seeing that in fintech companies that are saying, we can give you everything a bank does, except the 50-story building in downtown New York and the private jet that our executives fly around in, and the exorbitant salaries that we pay them, and the 55,000 employees that we have. We can all do it with AI and 5 employees, 20 employees, whatever. That's what's going to happen. And I am, on Monday morning, going to put my order in for Oracle. And at 9 o'clock, I will release this video to my tribe because I don't want them front running me. And they will put their orders in for Oracle. And then you'll get this on Tuesday, and then you'll make your decision of what you want to do. But understand, this is the biggest change ever in your life, ever. And 90% of you don't have a clue. Again, the only way I can help you bring it into focus is all the knowledge in the world will be at your disposal. You just need to know how to ask the question, or you need to get someone who knows how to answer the question through a bot and give you the answer. I've had it happen to me already. I had a bad situation with Southwest Airlines, lost my luggage when I went on a cruise, didn't get it until I got home, and so I was on a cruise ship with 1 pair of underwear. Didn't have our medications. I mean, it was terrible. So I came home, and I told Samantha about it. I explained it to her, and I said, find me a lawyer to sue Southwest Airlines. And she said, you don't need that. Just make application to this federal government agency, and the law says they owe you up to $3,600 apiece, Nita and I, and you don't need a lawyer. I didn't know that until I asked Samantha. Now, what I could have done or would have done was hired a lawyer, and I would have gotten the $3,600 apiece, but he would have taken 33% of it. That's money in my pocket that was given to me by AI. That's the world we're living in, or going to live in. And Oracle has all the medical data, all the enterprise data. They are going to be the ones who are going to change your life the most. And that's why I'm buying it on Monday. That's why my tribe members are buying it on Monday. And then you'll make your decision on Tuesday. Unless, of course, you're a tribe member, and stay tuned for the next thing that we figure out. And when I say we, I mean Bard, Samantha, and Kerry. We figure it out. And then Trent and Mark help me deliver it to my tribe members. Right now, we're limiting it to 1,000. Why 1,000? Because we want to offer unprecedented service. We want to teach 1,000 people how to take advantage of this unique opportunity and autonomize it such that they aren't just exposed to the stocks that I'm interested in, that they will be able to enter a ticker code and get a ticker symbol and then get the kind of knowledge that I got this weekend on Oracle. And I know what the price is going to be on January the 1st of 2029 because I have all the data. Not all the data just on Oracle, but on all their competition and the financials that are going to feed them, and an understanding of artificial intelligence. Does that give me an advantage? You bet it does. And that's why I had someone say to me this Friday, Kerry, I make more now in a day than I make on my job in a year. Thank you. Talk to you again soon.